What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So I hope you guys all had a great weekend. Today we're continuing that little bit of a mini series that we kind of started last Friday, where we're talking about the Los Angeles Lakers trading LeBron James to the Warriors. Now today trading AD to the Bulls, and tomorrow we're gonna do both those trades in one video with the Los Angeles Lakers and rebuild the Lakers from there. So if you guys have not seen LeBron one, uploaded it last Friday, it'd be greatly appreciated. But let's go ahead and focus on Anthony Davis, Chicago Bulls today. So the reason why we even began this is Lakers are kind of a mess, and they're still kind of a mess, as you can tell. So yeah, here we go. So basically, Anthony Davis, obviously, as we all know, is from Chicago. So if the Lakers eventually, which I don't know if they would, if they did decide to be like, you know what, this isn't working, let's rebuild or retool. I don't know if LeBron James wanted out or something doomsday scenario happened and the Lakers just decided to blow it up for whatever reason, which I'm not saying this is going to happen. They could trade AD to Chicago, trade LeBron to wherever he wants. I'd trade him to the Warriors, and yeah, our Friday's video, so that was fun. And now we have Anthony Davis here in Chicago. Now I do have the package here, and I'm not sure if I'm in love with it, but it was basically Anthony Davis for Kobe White, Patrick Williams, Vucevic, and then however many picks I could fit. Unfortunately, I couldn't throw in another first, which was really unfortunate, but I feel like probably be more than just this. I don't think this is good enough. But we got Anthony Davis. Maybe you throw Ayo in here as well, DeSumo, or however you say his name, in here alongside it. But I didn't. So Anthony Davis, I mean, we could have him play center. We could have him play power forward. It really doesn't matter. We'll probably see what we want to do. So now it is Anthony Davis, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Lonzo Ball. So no more Nikola Vucevic. Instead, they replaced Vucevic with Anthony Davis here in Chicago. Hometown hero Anthony Davis. All right, so let's get started, man. This should be an interesting rebuild, obviously. So Anthony Davis is the guy with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, so he could be the guy to potentially help this team out and go win a championship, because we don't know if Chicago will succeed in the playoffs by winning a championship this year or not. The Eastern Conference is definitely stacked, so it'll definitely be an interesting playoffs. So we'll see how it kind of goes for everybody. But I'm gonna sign some staff here to get this done. Obviously, we got to do this part, which I think I complain about this at least once a video. Still not in love with this staffing thing. I would rather have training camps back, but you know what? It is what it is. Don't think it, I don't think my opinion really matters. So let's just do what we can. So let's hire Arthur Cole, I should say, and then we're done. So let's go draft night. Don't even think we have a draft pick, so actually we're just going to go straight to player options, because you have Zach LaVine to resign, which is going to be important, obviously. So player options, you have Tony Bradley, you have Ayo coming back. So Bradley, wouldn't mind bringing back. Qualifying offers, Troy Brown, sure, maybe if you want to come back. That's not that big of a deal. So Zach LaVine, of course, number one priority here in free agency to start things off. I'm going to offer him a 5-year player option type contract, and he is going to accept it. The Trailblazers actually offered him a contract as well, so that's interesting. But it is AD, DeMar DeRozan, Lonzo, Alex Caruso, and we have a decent bench, nothing crazy, a couple bench pieces, but definitely some more work to be done. So we'll sign Zach LaVine. What about bird rights on other guys? We have McKinney. That's about it. So we're going to be signing Zach LaVine, that big contract. And then other than that, we're going to try to fill out as much as we can. So Lonzo Ball, Alex Caruso as the point guards. You got Ayo backing up Zach LaVine. So guards is not our problem. Front court's kind of where we're lacking. We actually kind of need a starting power forward or a starting center, technically. So Al Horford, not really the guy I want to be there. You got Alfred Camino. You got Thaddeus Young, Robert Covington, Kleba. And then Mason Plumlee, Boucher. I mean, I can't imagine I could find a center that I'd want to start, technically. So Serge Ibaka, if he was maybe a little bit younger, maybe would be an interesting. Robert Covington, I wouldn't mind, but I think he goes down in overall quite a bit. But Covington would be a nice starter here in Chicago, just to be a 3-and-D wing. Obviously, his defense was kind of I actually haven't really paid much attention to Robert Covington in LA since since Portland traded him away, to be honest with you. But offer him a 1-year contract. I don't know how much he'll go down in overall. But maybe he'll be the starter here. And then I do want to, of course, get more front court backup. So got David Nwamba. Sign me up for some David Nwamba. We'll take that. And then, I mean, I wouldn't mind getting Tony Bradley back if he's still available for us. Wouldn't mind him. His services back. I don't know how much he's asking for. I believe he was like a 75 overall, if I'm not mistaken. I think we could get him. He declines, actually. So we don't get Tony Bradley, which is rather unfortunate. I guess the options are like Enes Freedom or Robert Lopez, which I am not a big fan of either. But maybe we'll go for Maxi Kleber. Sign Maxi Kleber. And you know what? We'll also sign another fellow Chicagoan and Patrick Beverly. Why not? All right. I think that's going to be our free agency, really. I'm a little nervous about how much players are going to go down overall, to be honest with you. Let's take a look. So we got Anthony Davis going down 3 overall, which is unfortunate. Covington only went down 2, which is decent. Now, one thing about this file is the regression rate is turned down just a little bit, which is good because the creator turned it down. So that's awesome. But this is what the team looks like. DeMar DeRozan not going down is cool as well. He actually went up instead, which is awesome. You love to see that. Obviously, DeMar DeRozan's been a MVP candidate this year, so happy to see that for him. And 2023 draft class is what we need to load here, and then we go take a look at our starting five. So Robert Covington is the man at power forward. Then you got everyone else around him. So of course, actually Kleba. They want to start Kleba, which I'm not totally opposed to that. So it's Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Maxi Kleba, Anthony Davis, Al Caruso off the bench, David Nwaba, Covington, and Patrick Beverley. I don't think I could sit here and have Ayo not in the rotation. That feels kind of dirty to me, so I'm going to throw him over Beverley. And I might even give him more minutes than Covington, to be honest with you. So we'll do something like that. So that feels a lot better to me. Proficiency-wise, a 4-star balance system. So now that Anthony Davis is Chicago, how will this team perform? I mean, I like the starting 5. Power forward could be better technically, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and sum it to the end of this season now that Anthony Davis is here in Chicago alongside LaVine, Ball, and DeRozan, and let's see if we can make something happen this season. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props website that allows you to go over or unders on NBA players. That way you watch the game and have a lot of fun with it. So for example, this is what it would look like on desktop. Also kind of looks like this, obviously, on your phone, but you just simply pick 2, 3, 4, 5 players, however many you want to choose. You just simply click over, under, whatever you want to do. And then you can either 3 times your money, 5 times your money, even 10 times your money, as long as you get all 4 right. Even if you wanted to do power plays or flex plays, it really does not matter. Either way, it works out however you want it to. So if you guys want to join Prize Picks, the link's in the description. Use my promo code Crushables when you sign up. So Anthony Davis comes to Chicago and immediately wins MVP for the team. 21 points, 10 rebounds, 2.5 blocks, 48%, 74%, and 22%. Percentages aren't fantastic, but we'll take it. AD, MVP, Washington wins Rookie of the Year in Washington. And then you got Oubre. Did I say? Oh, what? You know what? That's actually kind of funny. Washington wins Rookie of the Year in Washington. Okay, nice. 6th man goes Kelly Oubre. Defensive player goes to Giannis. And DeJounte Murray, W, most improved player, 26 points per game. Although in real life, we all know who's winning most improved player this year. It's Anthony Simons. Steve Kerr, coach of the year, and Jacob Parker's your executive. All-NBA first team, Luka, Trae Young, Giannis, Tatum, Anthony Davis. So AD making the All-NBA first team is cool. And the All-NBA second team, we got Murray, LaMelo, LeBron, Durant, and Jokic. So LeBron's still holding it down in LA. But I am so excited to do a Lakers rebuild tomorrow with these 2 packages in mind. So basically tomorrow, if you didn't see the Warriors video, we'll have like James Wiseman, Moses Moody, Patrick Williams, Kobe White. So we'll have a young core in LA, like kind of back when they did have a young core until they brought in, of course, LeBron James, and then the GM struck, trading for Anthony Davis, and then Russell Westbrook or whatever. So all defensive second team for Lonzo Ball. Here we go, man. We are... so we got the Lakers in the play-in tournament. Obviously, we're on the opposite side of the conference. We are the 2nd seed in the East. So looking at the player stats, 24 from LaVine, 23 from Lonzo. Wow. 23 points from Lonzo Ball. You love to see it. 21 points from AD, and then 18 points from DeMar DeRozan, 10 from Ayo, and then 7 from Caruso, 6, and then 5.5, and 4. So bench wasn't all that great, but obviously we're kind of top-heavy. We need our starters to be the one that are carrying the load. So that's fine. Let's go somebody playing, and we're playing the Philadelphia 76ers. We got James Harden, of course, as we all know, who's looked great in Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey, Iguodala, Tobias Harris, Embiid, Korkmaz, Shake Milton, Matisse Thybulle, and George Niang. You know what? This could be a tough opponent. It really could be, but let's see if we end up beating them. Somebody current round, and we beat them in 5. W start. We're on to the second round. Get to play the Brooklyn Nets, who have Kyrie Irving, Seth Curry, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, and Claxton. I really am excited to see Ben Simmons play basketball again. I mean, dude, I don't know if he's faking the injury to avoid Philadelphia, obviously. It almost seems like he is, because how long has it been since he's played basketball and he's still injured? Like, what are we doing? So, Ben Simmons, dude, I'm telling you, once, I don't think he can avoid Philadelphia forever. I swear, I don't know. I don't even know what the standings look like currently, but if it is possible for Philadelphia and Brooklyn to face in the first round, sign me up, because I don't even know if it's possible. I'd have to look at the standings to remind myself, but sign me up, because I would love to see Ben Simmons walk into Philadelphia. You know how I don't think anybody would be booed as loud as he would be booed. Kevin Durant, obviously in Oklahoma City, was one, but I think in Philadelphia, Ben Simmons would be booed out of the arena, and apparently Ben Simmons can't take criticism. I don't know. Game 1, we're down 1-0. Game 2, we're down 2-0. Maybe Ben Simmons heard my comments and he's going off in the series as we get swept. So, damn, that's crazy. Ben Simmons, what 14? Yeah, he's like, I am content with it. I thought he was pissed for a second. I'm like, of course he's mad. 14 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds. Simmons heard what I was saying and decided to go off and sweep me. Okay, that's fine. Simulate the playoffs, and we have the Golden State Warriors beating the Brooklyn Nets in 7 games. So we eventually lost to the team that went on to the NBA Finals, I guess, which is fine. But I do want to bounce back from that. We need to find a way to make our power forward position better. How will we do that? I have no idea, but we're going to figure it out. So skip to lottery results. And we don't have a pick. Obviously, it went to the Lakers. So we traded that for the Anthony Davis thing. And then staff signing. We go for a different head coach. Would that be the, what we need to resolve everything? I don't think so. I'll probably just get Billy Donovan back. I mean, we got to the 2nd seed. Disappointing playoff performance. But at the end of the day, I think it's best we still do this. So NBA draft time. Anthony Davis, Zach LaVine, Mar Rosen. So Alex Caruso is truly our one asset that we can maybe trade away to maybe bring in a power forward or center. Technically, I can move AD to center or power forward if I need to. So guess we can throw our one asset in here and kind of see if anything pops up that would be good for us. Joe Ingles, Kofi, Monte Morris, Jayshawn Tate. And Jayshawn Tate would be a decent starting power forward. He's in Indiana now, shooting 32% from 3. I mean, maybe that's an option if we want to have a power forward. Otto Porter. I mean, maybe we just wait till free agency to kind of see, because right now this is a 2nd round pick, so I can't imagine we get anything that great. So let's just go to rookie signing, and we got Mark Mitchell in the 2nd round. Player options, nothing. Then qualifying offers, Ayo is a free agent. So honestly, I really do think we're probably gonna have to trade Kobe White. We have Javonte Green, not Kobe White, Alex Caruso, I apologize. Unless if we have a power forward, do we have our I don't think we have our full mid level. So you have Kevin Love, Gallinari, Obi Toppin, which the fact that we can sign Obi Toppin is ridiculous. The fact that he's asking for that much is kind of crazy. Mo Wagner, Larry Nance, and then Covington. Okay, centers. We have Nerlens Noel, which actually doesn't sound too shabby. Jakob Poeltl's not a bad option either if we want to move Anthony Davis to power forward, which could make some sense. So yeah, I kind of like, you know what? I'm going to go for Jakob Poeltl. I'm going to go for Jakob and bring him in to Chicago to be our brand new center. And we'll have AD slide over to the power forward, which will help Anthony Davis out, because we all know Anthony Davis prefers to play power forward. So Anthony Davis, go to power forward, and then Jakob Poeltl will lock it down at center. And then all we really need to do now that we have kind of our starting 5, because, Poeltl will be that rim running center. We could definitely need him to be, just be that role playing center. Don't really need to do too much. And then shooting guard, we need a bench. So Gary Payton, got Gary Harris, Terrence Ross. Never mind. I thought I saw something different. Kelly Olynyk, Adams. Okay. So I think I want to go for Royce O'Neal 100% here. I'm going to sign Royce O'Neal to a contract. I like Gary Payton as an option as well. So sign Royce O'Neal and Gary Payton. And then Larry Nance, Bojan Bogdanovic, I should say, Kelly Olynyk, and Steven Adams. I'm going to sign Steven Adams. I kind of like the idea of Steven Adams off the bench. And then we're basically waiting for Ayo. And then just in case, I'll sign Larry Nance as well. Just, further the bench a little bit. And then we'll, of course, wait for DeSumo, which he should be back. He is back. Player progression. DeMar DeRozan going down 3 overall is not the greatest look in the world. Do we trade DeRozan? Is that something we do here? Like, I feel so dirty about it because obviously what he's doing in real life. But in 2K, he is going down in overall. So is that a thing we do here? Do we do this to our man DeMar DeRozan? We could bring in Rudy Gobert, which would be insane, but... I'm torn on what I want to do. McCollum's down to an 80 overall already, but he's been balling in New Orleans, man. Chris Paul. I mean, Chris Paul would be cool, but we already have Lonzo. So, I mean, Chris Middleton was like the best offer, and I don't even know if that makes us much better. I mean, he's an A6 overall, and I'm not doing it. We're going to keep DeRozan. We'll keep DeRozan. So, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the bench will look like. We brought in Jakob Poeltl to be the starting center instead of Anthony Davis. So maybe that changes some things around. If that does not, maybe at the trade deadline, we do trade DeMar DeRozan. I feel like that's the only other thing I could think to do. And I hate to do it to him because how he's doing in real life. But in 2K, I don't know if 2K is that fond of DeMar DeRozan in 2K, honestly. It sucks, but I believe that's how it is. Proficiency-wise, we're a 4-star balance system. We're going to simulate this season, kind of see how it goes. And if I do decide to ultimately trade DeRozan, we'll look at the trade together, obviously. Okay, I did not expect the Pelicans to accept this, but they did. So, yeah, I mean, we traded 3 first-round picks, DeMar DeRozan for Brandon Ingram. then again, I was literally just kind of BSing, and I was like, I wonder if they'd accept this, and they did. So I don't know. I did not expect him to accept that, but hey, we have Brandon Ingram now in Chicago rather than DeMar DeRozan. The reason why I did that is because currently we are the 9th seed in the East, and just so you guys don't think I'm like doing anything under your nose, right? So you guys just saw we went from the trade override is off. Some people like when I do trades off camera are a little sketched out, so just want to make sure you guys we're all on the same page here. But right now in the standings, we are the 9th seed, which we're 18 and 16, but obviously would rather catapult to the top of the Eastern Conference. So with bringing in Brandon Ingram, does that change anything? I don't know, but it's worth a shot. 20, 22, 24, and 26. And again, I don't think the Pelicans would do that in real life. So here we are being a little unrealistic, but at the same time, is Anthony Davis ever going to get traded to Chicago? We don't know. That's kind of a fantasy for now, but hey, maybe it becomes something in the future. But for now, let's keep simulating now that Ingram is a Chicago Bull rather than our man DeMar DeRozan, which I feel very bad about, but it had to be done in the game. And anyway, so we end up finishing up as the 3rd seed in the East this year. MVP goes to Luka. Victor wins Rookie of the Year, and then you got Davion Mitchell winning 6th man, Giannis Defensive Player, then Walker Kessler Most Improved, and Steve Kerr is your Coach of the Year. Jacob Park is your Executive of the Year. The All-NBA First Team: Luka, LaMelo Ball, Giannis, Anthony Davis making it still, and then Nikola Jokic All-NBA First Team. I should say, I think I said Second Team on accident. All-NBA Second Team, All-NBA Third Team. So here we go, man. We are in the playoffs again. We get to play the Milwaukee Bucks. So we got out of the first round last year, but ultimately lost to Brooklyn last year. So hopefully we can maybe go further than last year. So 25 points, 24 from Anthony Davis, 21 from Lonzo, and then 21 from Brandon Ingram. So we were able to accomplish what we wanted for the most part. Again, the bench has never really been our strength. We've been kind of relying on our starters mostly. So honestly, what I want to do, since we are relying on them more, I'm going to shrink this to an 8-man rotation. Why not? I'm just going to shrink this to our 8 best players playing, and we'll leave everyone else out of it. So does that have wait, what? Did he not play at all this season? That's an L on my part. L on my part, and he's pissed off at me, isn't he? He is pissed. Let's see what he has to say if I can find it. Overview. I'm feeling heated about the current situation. Each day is looking better than the last. Each day is looking better than the last. Okay, so it looks like he's progressing, I guess. I'll be moving on to a new team next season. With my treatment lately, it looks like management is in agreement. So go ahead and tell me that I'm an LGM because I didn't even realize Ayo was in the rotation, and he's in the reserves. Like, was he not? I don't know why he wasn't. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe something happened. Who knows? Playing the Milwaukee Bucks: Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen, Middleton, Giannis, Bobby Portis, Connaughton, and Jordan Nwora. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat Milwaukee, go to the second round. So my current round against Milwaukee, and we beat them in 5. Now we get the Brooklyn Nets. This time I won't say anything about you, Ben Simmons. You're actually a really cool guy, and you're gonna go whenever you do go to Philadelphia. You're gonna dominate them. So game 1, we're down 1-0. He still remembered my comments from last year. He doesn't care that I try to make it up to him. We get swept again by Brooklyn. We can't get past the Brooklyn Nets. Detroit goes on to win it all. What is it? 21 minutes in this video, we still haven't got past the second. Well, technically off camera, the Bulls got to the NBA Finals, but that didn't count because obviously I simulated the season before. But man, still can't get over the hump, huh? What do we want to do to make that happen? I mean, do we just hope Kevin Durant sucks this next season? I think that's our only hope, really. That's literally the only hope that we have. So I'm gonna run it back one more time, though. We're gonna run this back again. I can't not win a championship with Anthony Davis coming to Chicago, right? So let's go straight to NBA. Well, we don't even have a draft pick because we traded it for Ingram. But player options, we have Anthony Davis declining, Lonzo Ball declining, Caruso and Mitchell accept, and qualifying offers. I know you're mad at me, but I would prefer if you came back. So we're gonna extend the offer, and then we need Anthony Davis back. So I'll sign Anthony Davis back, and then wow, I can give him a massive contract. I'm gonna do it because I'm only doing one more season anyway. Lonzo Ball actually has been pretty good for us. So I'm going to sign him as well. So we'll sign Anthony Davis and Lonzo Ball to the fat contracts we needed them to sign him to. And then we have Ayo out here, although he doesn't want to talk to me, but he'll be back, hopefully. We'll see. He's restricted, right? Because we should be able to match anything he's offered. So I know you suck. I know you hate me right now, but you're back no matter what. It doesn't matter what you do. So you might as well just be prepared for that. Harrison Barnes, and then Montrezl Harrell. Maybe go for Omer here to be our backup center. I mean, the whole thing, the whole video has kind of been our bench. The bench has been pretty bad the whole video. Maybe Evan Fournier can change that trend. I don't know. Harrison Barnes. So we can move Evan Fournier to small forward because we'll have Ayo play the guards position. So I won't sign anyone else just to make sure you're back here. So hopefully he is back. And he'll be in the rotation this time. He's back. Sorry. I know you hate me right now, but welcome back to Chicago. And we'll go from there. All right, man. This next season will be our last one. Can we make something happen in this next season? See what happens. We're once again in the playoffs, of course, second seed in the Eastern Conference, which is where we belonged, obviously. But hey, what matters is being able to make it far. So 23 points, 22, 21, and 20. 9 points from Fournier, 8 from Omer, and then 8 from DeSumo, 5 from Crusoe, and then 4 from Jakob Poeltl. So let's go take a look. And oh my goodness, do we get to play the Brooklyn Nets? Because I really don't want to. Oh my dude, if we lose to Brooklyn here, Simmons, remember what I said. You're a cool guy. If we get swept by Brooklyn, I'm done. Somebody current round, and we are going to beat them at 7. Let's go. We finally got our revenge on Brooklyn. Finally beat them. Anthony Simons, Jalen Suggs, Sadiq Bey is the next team we have to worry about, though. This Orlando Magic team is full of young studs, so this could go either way. Somebody current round against Orlando, and we beat them in 5. We finally did it. Got past the damn second round. Now we get to play Atlanta. Trae Young, Keontae George, Oubre, Collins, Capella, and Kongwu. All right, man. Somebody current round, and we are going to beat them in 6. That was close. Now we get to play the Pelicans. Schroeder, Horton Tucker, Zion, DeRozan. Remember, we traded DeRozan to New Orleans. Game 1. We're down 1-0, down 2-0, and of course, we're going to lose to New Orleans. Yep, that's how every video ends for me, right? Yep, that's how it goes for me. Thank you guys for watching. Anthony Davis to Chicago. Let me know if you guys think it's possible in the near future. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.